Hello everyone, my name's Jalise. This is the JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews, and right now I am doing my top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Now, here's the thing. There's no such thing as a bad Marvel Cinematic Universe film. To me, there's the classics. I used to think some of them are bad, but I rewatched them and realized I would judge too harshly. So let's start off with number 10. Number 10 is none other than Thor, the Dark World. Thor. Sorry for that, but Thor is number 10 on my list. Now, here's the thing. I love the first 30 minutes of Thor. I absolutely love the first 30 minutes of Thor. Here's the thing. The perfect casting with all the actors. Tom Hiddleston, Loki, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Anthony Hopkins as Odin. I love all the casting choices. I love the girl that plays Lady Sif. I love nearly all of these actors in these films. I love the first 30 minutes. You get to know who Thor character is, who is basically a guy that likes to eat, drink, be with women, and basically live for glory and all that stuff. He is the favorite son. And then we have Loki, who's the smart one who practices magic, who has a devilish tongue. In other words, he's a liar. Could mix up people's words. And I love the first 3 minutes of this. I love the frost giants. I love the CGI. I love how Thor was banished, and I really was interested in how he was gonna learn with humanity. He's gonna watch how mortals suffer through life, and he's gonna learn through that. But no, he goes to Earth. You get little comedy lines with him. A good hour and a half. He's just basically with the love of his life. Apparently, he falls in love with a human named Jane. She's a scientist. He's from a place that's magic, Asgard, in a way, and they fall in love, and he stares nothing at the stars with her. He drinks a couple beers with this one guy that Jane works with, and the thing is though, Dr. Sullock, and the thing is though, he just drinks beers with him, and then he realizes, he tries to pick up his hammer, that he can't lift it, and he realizes that he is unworthy of being a drone. But it's just stupid that he doesn't learn it. You don't see him interacting with other people, how they suffer or nothing. He just he just does the same thing on Earth that he does on Asgard. He just drinks, looks at a beautiful woman, and he learns a lesson. No, he doesn't get no punishment whatsoever. And I cannot stand the fact that everyone's so devoted to him. Lady Sif and the Warriors Reed, they're so devoted to Thor that they failed to realize that Thor was banished for a reason. They constantly want Loki or Odin to bring Thor back immediately, because apparently they're all loyal to him. But the thing is, though, he led his troops into battle with no awareness or don't care for. Well, he cares that if they get hurt or not, but when he's in battle, he thinks none of his glory and not for the people around him. He didn't care about that. He didn't care what it mean to go against the Frost Giants, how it will start a war on Asgard. Loki may be the little devil that convinced him to go do it, but it's still Thor's action what he's supposed to do. Thor was not a worthy king. I still didn't feel he was worthy of anything. I didn't feel like he was worthy of wielding the hammer, and I hate the fact that they rushed Loki as a villain. I have a Thor review separately, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to be done with this. So Thor is number 10. Check out my review if you want. Number 9 is number 10, Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 suffers the same thing like Thor 1. It just continued, like the first 45 minutes of this film, I love how Tony Stark is basically getting pressured by the government to get his suit. He's saying no to them. I like the introduction of Justin Hammer. I like Mickey's Rourke Whiplash, how he wants revenge on Tony Stark and his father and the Stark family. And the introduction of Black Widow I liked. I like War Machine, Don Cheadle's War Machine. I did enjoy that. But right after Whiplash is captured and put away, and after that great speech of Tony and Mickey Rourke, Tony Stark and Whiplash's character, Ivan, who's basically they had such great chemistry right there, and I wish this film would have followed through, but he just becomes into Justin Hammer's lackey. He doesn't do much, and after that, it's only the ending that saved us a little bit, just because I saw War Machine and Iron Man working together as a team. Out of a 10, by the way, Thor, I'm giving a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this film, not the greatest. Iron Man 2, I'm giving the 7.5 out of 10 just because I like this a little bit, just because I like 45 minutes more of this film. Actually, I like a good hour of this film compared to Thor, which I just loved the first 30 minutes of it. Other than that, I didn't love nothing else of Thor, and I didn't love nothing else of Iron Man 2. So, yeah, these two films are just okay. So that's number 9. Number 8 is none other than Thor 2 The Dark World. Now, Thor 2 The Dark World doesn't have a lot of great moments like in Thor 1, but it has a lot of great things. They do the character of Thor right for a change. They do the character of Loki right. that how Loki's completely got a mischief, and they didn't, and how he's kind of like more of a villain now in this sense, but he's also like anti-hero in a way. I like Thor in this movie. Thor realized he doesn't want the throne. He doesn't want to be king of Asgard. He will defend the people of Asgard. I love that fact that they bring that more to Thor's character. Everybody's doing great at the beginning, and then he brings Jane again in. I don't care for the villain Malachi. I really don't care for him at all. I loved a good piece of this film because the action was good, special effects were awesome. The story had a story, and it had one of those stones. I'm not sure, not resurrection stones, but one of the stones like the cube that was in that Captain America movie. That's one of the stones like this. Destiny Stones, I believe it's called. And then this is the film that I have like a guilty pleasure for. It's good. It's really good. It's a solid sequel because it expands everything what Thor 1 should have been and helped the characters out. And I really did enjoy this film. I cannot stand Odin in this film. Don't get me wrong. I love Anthony Hopkins as Odin, but I didn't like Odin's character or how he didn't move anywhere. He didn't really stand for the defense of Asgard. I just really find him like I didn't really like Odin's character in this movie at all. Out of a 10, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Good sequel. Number 7 on the list, Narden, The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. And now here's the thing. This is the classic story of the Hulk, Edward Norton's character, Bruce Banner, who's being chased around the world. He's hiding out in Brazil. He's learning breathing techniques. He's trying to keep calm as possible. And basically the American government tries to send their best people in. One of them is named Emil Blonsky, who's played by Tim Roth, who later becomes this guy, Abomination. He becomes so obsessed with hunting the Hulk because he's a hunter and he wants to get a challenge, that he starts to want to be like the Hulk, and then so on and so on. Simple story. I love the picture of this film. I thought this picture was great. I thought this was a pretty good film. It's surprising how much I enjoyed it. I loved how Hulk ripped 2 cars apart. He has those like a car in one hand, the other car in the other hand, and the gloves fighting. So yeah, I really like this. I like Edward Norton's character in this. But overall, I'm giving this a 8.6 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was I thought it was a pretty dang good film, and it really surprised me how much I loved it. And again, I'm gonna give this an 8.9 out of 10. Could have been a little bit better. The ending was predictable, but still, this is number 7 on the list. Incredible Hulk. Number 6, Captain America: The First Avenger. I was tremendously surprised Chris Evans played a great Captain America. I like Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull right there. Love oh my god, what is with me? I cannot even remember this guy's name. Oh my god, sorry people for that. I like Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter, the Captain America love interest, and I really enjoyed this film. I thought the first hour and a half was pretty good. I just didn't like the special effects or the picture of this film. I liked the special effects that he did with Skinny Steve and Big Steve. I liked that tremendously. I really enjoyed it. It's just that action was kind of not that great. The acting was top notch. Just the acting and the picture, just the action and the picture was a little off, and that's why I don't give it higher. So out of a 10, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. And so yeah, I really enjoyed this film. So yeah, that's number 6, Captain America: The First Avenger. Sorry if I'm going a little longer here, but let's keep going. These are the top 5. And number 5 is Iron Man 3. Okay, everyone, do not hate me. I enjoyed the Mandarin Trist. I like Guy Pearce Andrews Killian. I really enjoyed him. I really enjoyed him as a villain. He was awesome. He was amazing. He has the power of the West and power of the East on his side. He's a very smart tactical villain. I really like that. I really like how Tony Stark's going through post-traumatic stress disorder. He can't sleep without having one of his suits on or one of his suits protecting him. I like how he's having to use his brain to solve everything, and he doesn't need to use suits. And I really thought this was a great film. I like Don Cheadle's Iron Patriot. Not better than War Machine, but still a good character. Pepper Potts is in this, yeah. I don't care for Gwyneth Paltrow, but still I like their love interest. And I really enjoyed most of this movie. I like the bonus feature of, oh my god, not again, Peggy Carter. I'm mind-blowing blank right here, but Peggy Carter's one-shot movie of Haley Atwell, so I'm glad we got that. And the only reason why I ain't higher is because it feels too much like a comedy movie in some cases. It didn't feel like a total superhero film, but out of a 10, I'm giving this film 9.2. I used to think Iron Man 3 was better than Iron Man, but it turns out not. So yeah, this is number 5 on the list. Number 4 is Arden, the original Iron Man. And I gotta say, I love Robert Downey Jr.'s performance. This is the best performance of Robert Downey Jr. Like all origin stories, it's pacing a little slow, but that's to be expected. But while you're at the slow pace, you're just enjoying Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. He brings this role to life. I love the beginning. The ending's kind of predictable because you kind of know who the villain is. But what a great start to Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Iron Man started it all. It brought it here, and if Iron Man wasn't a big success, then none of these films would have made it. Absolutely none of them. But yeah, I greatly appreciate Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, and this is just made number 11 on my top 10 movie superheroes of all time. But this is my 4th favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe film, and I greatly enjoyed it. Now, number 3 is a movie I don't have right now. I'm waiting to get it out, and here's the thing though. It's a recent one, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now here's the thing, there's only one problem I have with, well, 2 problems I have with this film. One, I didn't like how the Guardians of the Galaxy, the members of the team, how they got together, how they were easily thrown in prison, and how they got caught in public, which I find kind of stupid. And I also didn't like how much damage they took. I'm like, man, if Captain America or like Thor got hurt like that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, these people could take a lot of damage for some people that ain't human, and Raccoon that could easily be taken down, but still, I enjoyed this film. With the main thing about this film, besides Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and the other guy that's played by Russell Dave Bautista, all of these 5 characters feel like a family. They're a criminal family, but they protect each other. They want to have each other's back. And the villain's good. Ronan the Accuser, who threatened Thanos. We get an appearance of Thanos in this. It has good comedy moments. It's good serious moments. It feels like a family film. This feels like a family superhero film. This feels like a superhero that is a family, unlike the Avengers. So yeah, number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy. I love this film. It just made number 10 on my top 10 superhero movie list of all time, or top 10 superhero films of all time. Just made number 10, but it's number 3 for Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 2 is The Avengers. Now here's the thing. This was supposed to be a drastic movie, but all these actors all into one bunch together, it has to be terrible. Now if you have Joss Whedon, the people who made Firefly, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, yeah, not gonna happen with this. This was amazing. I love The Avengers, I really, truly do. It's number 8 on my superhero fit list of all time. I greatly enjoyed this film. There are so many great moments. Almost each character gets a good story off. Loki, as Tom Holland's Loki's never been better as a villain in this one. Hulk, Bruce Banner, played beautifully by Mark Ruffalo. The only downside was I didn't like Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow in this one, or Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. I didn't feel great with this, and I didn't like the fact that it didn't feel like a family. It's the beginning, you have to get these all new characters together, and these big egos and everything, and I understand that. It's just not my favorite film of all time, and it's just not my number 1 yet. For Marvel Cinematic Universe films, out of a 10, I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10 just because of what it brought to Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Once in a lifetime, everybody, so yeah. Number 2. Number 1, it's going to only be one other thing, and everyone's going to be surprised by this, but it's not Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And here's the thing, I love Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This brings the best, this brings the best characteristics of who Captain America is. This gives the best performance of Black Widow by Scarlett Johansson. You get introduction of the Falcon, Nick Fury's his best role. The Winter Soldier is in this film as well. It's a great story, great villain. It's all about S.H.I.E.L.D. versus the world and how they have to save the world from themselves, and humans versus humans. Avengers dealt with aliens attacking Earth, and the Avengers have to assemble to save the Earth. This is more about inner conflict of human beings, how they're flawed, and which side you would choose, and what is really truly evil. And I really enjoyed Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I thought it was great. Every single performance was awesome. Action scenes were amazing. The fight scenes were awesome. I love the picture of this film. Love the acting. I hardly have any complaints about this movie. The only complaint I have is there's no Hawkeye in this one. I want to see a Hawkeye film, or Hawkeye at least one of these Marvel Cinematic Universe films, but no. So out of a 10, I'm giving this like a 9.5 or 9.6. This is just slightly higher than Avengers 1. Alright, everyone, again, my top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe films is number 10, Thor, number 9, Iron Man 2, number 8, Thor the Dark World, number 7, Incredible Hulk, number 6, Captain America the First Avenger, number 5, Iron Man 3, number 4, Iron Man, and number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, and number 2, The Avengers, and number 1, Captain America the Winter Soldier, not the First Avenger. But overall, these are all great films, so that's my review, everyone. Subscribe if you like, disagree if not, let me know what you all think, everyone. Let's get involved with this community, and sorry I took so long on this, but there's so many great details about these films, so you'll all let me know what you think, everyone. Bye-bye.